friends! If you've been wondering how to paint a watercolor iris, in today's video I'll show you how I painted this delicate iris flower in a teacup using my favorite pen and watercolor technique. We'll be layering soft washes, using expressive ink lines and exploring subtle shadows to create a calm, elegant composition. This is easy enough for a beginner to follow, and make sure you stick around to the end. There's a little artistic flourish I love to add that always brings the piece together, like sprinkles on a cake. For this artwork, I'm working on 300-gram watercolor paper, nice and thick, which holds water beautifully. For paints, I'm using the Kuretake Kansai Tambi palette with half pans, and I'm painting with my size 2 Escoda watercolor brush. I've got a pot of clean water, a spray bottle to activate the paints, and some paper towel nearby, always useful for blotting or softening. For inking, I'm using two of my favorite fine liner pens, the Faber-Castell Pitt pen in size small and the Sakura Micron pen in size 01. I'm starting with a pencil sketch of an iris in a teacup. I've also made this available to my Patreon Tier 2 and 3 members, as well as 22 other iris templates that are really beautiful with interesting designs if you want to explore painting different compositions. There's a link in the description below if you'd like to download them and follow along. You can transfer this template onto watercolor paper using a light box or even by just holding it up to a bright window. If you're enjoying this and want more videos like it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe. It really supports my channel and helps more people discover relaxing art content and informational creativity like this. Now I'm going in with my fine liner to outline the iris flower, the leaves and the teacup. I'm keeping the line work loose and expressive. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm intentionally skipping the detail on the teacup pattern today because I want the pattern to feel more subtle when we add watercolor later. Let's start with the flower itself. I'm going to be using light washes of imperial violet and cobalt violet to block in the shadows of each petal. Then I slowly build up depth with additional layers using violet purple and touches of Prussian blue and indigo in the darkest corners. These layers add movement and give that beautiful softness that iris petals are known for. Next, I move on to the leaves and stems. I'm going to start with the base of olive green. Once that's dry, I deepen the values using hooker's green, forest green, and some deep green to create a layered look with a natural flow. For the porcelain teacup, I want to keep the watercolor soft and transparent. I'm going to use very light washes of Imperial Violet, keeping the highlights on the left side of the porcelain cup and gently darkening the right side and the handle for shadow. This helps give the cup a rounded, realistic shape without overpowering the floral subject. For the center of the iris, I'm going to start with a yellow ochre, and then later on I'm going to mix in some lemon yellow to give it a touch of warmth and a lovely contrast to the cooler violets and greens. Now I'll be adding some translucent decorative elements on the surface of the teacup using very diluted watery shades of green and violet. I'm using touches of olive green and sap green with a hint of soft purple to suggest a faint pattern design that feels subtle and painterly, kind of like a vintage porcelain glaze rather than something fully drawn in. Underneath the teacup, I'm going to be adding a very translucent shadow. I'm going to use colors that are harmonious with the iris itself, so a touch of purple and some indigo. I'm painting down a layer of water first, and then I'm going to add the pigment into the water. This helps it spread beautifully and creates a very soft effect. Once I've made sure everything is completely dry, I'm going to go back in with my fine liners, and I'm going to define any edges and lines that may have lost their structure, that have become too soft. I'm also going to be using my white gel pen to add tiny, delicate lines and highlights to the petals, the leaves, and in the center of the iris. These little details really make it feel delicate and polished. And there we have it. Our little iris in a teacup is complete. I hope this brought you a moment of calm and creativity. If you enjoyed painting along, I'd be so grateful if you gave this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. You can also download the template and join our creative community over on Patreon. The link is in the description below. And if you're ready to paint something else, I've got another soft and simple floral tutorial waiting for you. Check out my How to Paint Watercolor Tulips for Beginners. I'll see you there.